Okay, there we go. Hi guys, so this is Sally again. Obviously, I'm still not gonna be showing anything. This is most my thoughts, and honestly, I just don't feel like making a video, so I'm just gonna go on stream. So if anyone decides to show up, thank you. If not, I'm okay with that. I'm hoping I can start doing more stuff. Maybe not with Gen 9, but maybe I'll start being more involved in Gen 10. So in a couple of years. But yeah, let's just go. I'm just going over some stuff. So if you guys are any of you guys are Ruffle Rowlet fans, a couple of days ago he went over one of my theories. And sadly, because it's like the way I do things, I'm more of a verbal person. So if I did it like this, sure. But I didn't, and I wanted to have the Pokemaniacs talk about it because I didn't know if I'm still not used to doing certain things. So with what Riddler Coup showed us with that one Masters X promo, saying like it was hinting at the legendaries. I One day they had another Masters X promo showing off Ho-Oh versus Mewtwo with the Giovanni Johto arc. And literally when it showed Ho-Oh and Mewtwo on the screen at the same time with the scarlet and violet coloring, it just brought up an idea. So what my idea was is like, okay, and even going into the previous two videos, so Morty with Ho-Oh and Morty being the ghost gym, it's like ghosts of the past. Even if the legendary wasn't going to be ghost typing, it's just going to be like, it's going to be the past. Ghosts of the past, most traditional stuff. Though the thing is, I have a feeling this is going to be even past tradition and go into more prehistoric. And I will go into that when I talk about um, the professor for Pokemon Scarlet. Which I'm just going to tell you right now. So, based off of what we've seen, I I haven't decided which Pokemon I'm getting because like I'm gonna be real with you. I have picked like so this has been my roster set, which each game over time. Um, I don't remember which. I believe I did Venusaur as my initial Pokemon, whichever game between Red and Blue, and then I don't know who I picked for the opposite game. Chikorita for Pokemon Gold. I never really got to. I don't know who I would have picked for Silver because I never got to keep the backup info. Torchic for Sapphire, probably Mudkip for Ruby. I never played Emerald, so but if I did, I would have done Trico. Um, for Platinum, I believe I picked Piplup. If I got him Diamond, regular Diamond and Pearl, I probably would have done. Uh, After Piplup, I think I would have done the Fire Starter. I'm trying to remember which one was fire. Yeah, probably the Fire Starter for one, and then the Grass Star for the other. Uh, Pokemon Black and White, I picked Snivy. And then if I got in the opposite game or even the second games, which I kind of did, but I don't remember who I picked, I think I would have probably done Oshawott and then Emboar as my third option. I never played the Kalos games, but if I did, I definitely would have gone with Fennekin and as my first choice, and then Froakie as my second. Sorry, Chespin. Uh, when I played Pokemon Moon, so this was what I was gonna do when this came out, and this is when I kind of started doing videos about the Pokemon stuff again. I mean, I was going over stuff with X and Y, but um, but it was all off of Bubblepedia and then off of one other person's site, which I don't even know if he's still on YouTube, but it's like, if he is, thank you. You got me officially started in this crazy franchise, this rabbit hole of videos. But you did very classy. I will say that. Um, I picked. Okay, so I was originally gonna pick Len just off of the first stage. I actually got a Rowlet plushie because I was trying to pick when Rowlet was the one available, and out of the three, it's like I really wanted the Rowlet, and so he's somewhere around here, Rowley Poo. Yes, his name is Rowley Poo. But I ended up choosing Poplio in the end for my Pokemon Moon thing. So what I wanted to do then was get Sun and then one of the two other games or Pokemon Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, probably Moon, and then of the three, like which I ended up best suiting, I would have picked for getting Ultra Sun. I never got Sun or Ultra Moon or Ultra Sun. I just still have Moon. But it's like it probably would have been Popplio. Popplio was my pick, and then Rowlet would have been my next choice, and then Len sadly would have been Nian. And then when we got to Galar with Sword and Shield, I picked my little baby Sabo. Yeah, he's so cute. So I picked Sabo. If I got Sword, I probably would have gone with Grookey, and then no offense to Scorbunny, but I would have gotten Scorbunny as my last choice. So with this right now with 3 stars, so I'm gonna actually, because I think they add some more info. And by the way, the 3D models for these are just so amazing. I'm hoping this part at least was final, because it is just such a quality of videos. It's like you could see the fur on Sprigatito's dark green coloring. So I'm gonna go into that first. So I'm gonna go from water to grass this time, because I have no idea if I could go back and forth. So with Quaxly, the duckling Pokemon, which is just a pure water type and an ability Torrent, serious mannered Pokemon will follow it in its trainer's wake. It's tidy and especially dislikes getting its head dirty. And with the new pictures, now it's like a glossy gel protects its body. Its body is always glossy because its gel created by the feathers repels water and grime. And that's actually something really that does happen in real life. Ducks have like this like coating on their feathers. That's why they're able to swim in water and not get dirty. So when we have these oil spills, that gets stuck on their feathers and that messes up with the oil. So that's why they suffer with any bird suffers with this, especially those who are water based, such as ducks, geese, which I have usually in my backyard, and swans that are another type. So it's like the fact that this is a white duck gives me Donald Duck and Swan vibes, which obviously we got Swan, so we're not going to get. So the second pick says it uses its strong legs to swim freely. I'm actually going to see if there's anybody in the stream. Nope, nobody's still in the stream. That's fine. This is just so I can get my video thoughts out not in video form. It uses strong legs to swim freely. It has strong legs and is able to swim without difficulty, even in places with strong currents. In battle, it kicks its opponents swiftly and repeatedly. I'm wondering if its feet are going to be its weapon hint. Like, seriously, I wonder if it's going to be the weapon hint. And then the little wave, like white wave thing on its head is just so cute. But I'm wondering what it's supposed to be exactly, because it just looks like a kitty mouth to me. So with and I actually had this theory that who Ash is going to get, because Ash is going to be back for the anime. It's either going to be Fuecoco or Quaxly. And if it's Quaxly, it's going to be like what Brock and Croagunk had as a relationship. And that it's going to be also like drive to win or like grow in battle with Quaxly and Fuecoco. But Quaxly is going to be more reserved versus Fuecoco, who's going to be more lax. So if he gets Quaxly, then it's going to be like the Brock Croagunk thing, where it's like that bird's going to be keeping him in line. So I have a feeling Ash is going to have Fuecoco. He's going to totally have Fuecoco. If he doesn't have all three, he's going to definitely get Fuecoco. And then because Go got all the previous starters all pretty much, where Ash is just having other Pokemon. Maybe Pokemon that is like he should have gotten in previous games. Like he should have eventually gotten a Gengar in real life. He should have gotten Lucario when he was in that region, etc. and etc. But well, now he's got them. So let's go on. But right now it's like I'm still on my cat mom. I'm leaning towards Sprigatito, but it's all gonna depend honestly on the Once we get the second stage of their evolutions, I just had a feeling I should wait for that. But right now, I am picking Sprigatito, and I'm really hoping it's not going to be bipedal, or if it is, it's going to look awesome being bipedal. And I want to say this: I think Fuecoco is going to turn into a snake. If he does turn into a dragon, okay. The fact that a lot of male animals are called bulls or is not good enough for me, no offense, for it to be the ox Pokemon. I feel like it's going to be the snake Pokemon. No. And the thing is, this is a part of my life that I don't really am in touch with anymore. But back in elementary school, kindergarten through second grade, I went to a religious school. And the thing about it is, if you read the story of Adam and Eve, the serpent loses its legs. A snake and a serpent are two different kinds of snake or reptiles. A serpent actually does, so like you can almost consider a serpent like a lizard versus a snake. And that was because there's one company that decided to try to make Bible stories more interesting. They did Noah's Ark, they did Adam and Eve, they did, I think, David and Goliath. And then I don't remember the fourth one. I never got to read the fourth one, but I read the other three. And I actually own the Adam and Eve one somewhere. So I feel like he's going to be a snake, or they're going to reset and do dragon. I don't think we're going to get the ox this year. And because I'm a firm believer in the Chinese zodiac. Yes, you can stretch it, but yeah. Let's see. Is there anyone on the stream yet? Nope, no one in the stream. But it says the fire croc Pokemon and has the ability Blaze. Fuecoco is laid back and does things at its own pace. It loves to eat and will sprint toward any food it finds with a glint in its eye. Okay, yeah. I'm going to just say right now, Ash is going to totally get Fuecoco in the anime. That's his Pokemon. Totally. Because those two are going to be, especially how Ash is right now in Master's Journey. He's got that. If he's not thinking about battles, he's thinking about food. Scales that absorb heat. External heat is absorbed by square scales on Fuecoco's stomach and back. And I'm going to say he definitely looks like an apple. And I did not catch it until somebody else mentioned it. That in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, the male protagonist has Fuecoco shoes. I'm wondering what the female shoes exactly look like. I did look at them, but I can't figure out what they are. But this makes total sense. But anyway, stomach and back then convert into fire energy. These scales are always warm, and at times they grow very hot. Okay, overflowing with fire energy. Sounds like me. Flickering atop Fuecoco's head is fire energy that is leaking out from inside the Pokemon's body. Oh, so it's kind of like a Voltorb. It's got that little spout on its head. Like you can even see it just vaguely in the second pic where it's looking at this apple. It's like, yay, an apple! It literally looks like if you mixed a Pokeball, an apple. Well, no, I'm going to say a Voltorb / Electrode, the Hisui version, with the modern day colors, an apple, and just gave it, legs and arms and teeth. Like literally, from this picture, its body looks like a Pokeball. But with the thing on its head, it reminds me of the new Hisuian or ancient forms of Voltorb and Electrode with the little hole on its head. And then you just gave it arms and legs and a face. I'm not kidding you. It just looks so much like that. So it's like, I have a feeling that Koos mentioned something about hints in Legends Arceus to this game. I feel like the Voltorb Electrode line were hints to Fuecoco. I just have that feeling. I don't know. You guys eventually reply back if you don't come into the chat. Reply back on what you think. But anyway, it's like, when Fuecoco gets excited, its head spouts more flames. So I cannot wait to see this line. I honestly am with Koo on the starters thing. this is gonna sound very popular opinion, so it's like, I don't know if this is like Puffin or what the other one was, because I was just looking at these memes. Popular opinion Puffin. I like Coop. I'm sure he's been doing this for a long time, or she. And no offense, I get that a lot of people who follow you are either dissing you or with you, but the way he goes about things is kind of rude. I like Coop, and I got him to allow me to follow him on Twitter, so I believe that he's telling the truth, that he is a leaker. I know he's a leaker, because especially with the hints and the led up to us finally seeing these legendaries, I totally believe that. But the way people go about things, like he's calling Central Leaks his puppy. He just dissed Pokosutami, who usually is does these translations for. I just was watching her because of the translations to the Pokemon Legends Arceus art book or guidebook, whatever book. And a little bit before that, or before that game came out, I started following her. And the thing is, she's a mom who is taking care of a kid and needs it. And from what I just saw on Twitter about a month ago, she needs a new computer. So the fact that she's able to do what she does and takes time out of her own schedule, no offense to Koo, but jeez, dude, chill. I really do like you, dude. I respect your especially after today. I definitely respect that you know what you're doing, because I don't know how you're getting your info, and that Pokemon's letting you reveal all this stuff. But the fact of the matter is, like, the way you're going about it, I think, is why they approve him. Like, why he is not banned off of Twitter and whatnot. That's what I believe. Because of how he's doing this. He's telling us in riddles. And we have to figure it out. And then whether we're right about his riddles are or not, regardless. Otherwise, because I've seen Ball Guy leaks and I've seen Central leaks. It's like after a while they do remove their stuff because of how the Pokemon company is. So I really don't know. But lately it seems like people have been either dissing him enough where he's finally getting mad, or he's got an ego complex where he doesn't think we're that smart. Yeah, maybe we aren't, because your riddles are sometimes complicated. Sometimes. So it's just the fact of, like, chill. I feel like this is my first exposure to the real toxicity of Pokemon fandom, not from him, but because of people that comment or that screw up his stuff, that this is what the end result is. And that's sad that this is how the Pokemon company or Pokemon fandom is. Like, I've been a fan since I was like 5-6 years old. I watched my first exposure to this was the anime. I used to come home and watch it after school every day. And then the TCG fandom for just a little while, because, well, I didn't have the video games growing up right away. I didn't get them into my first Pokemon game until I was 9 or 10. As one of my first birthday presents after I had moved to a whole new city. Yeah, I think I was like not 10 when I got my first Pokemon game. So it was like my second year. It was my second birthday in a new town. And I just loved playing Gold. It was my favorite. I actually got pretty far in it. The only one I know for sure I've actually been full on everything is my Pokemon Sapphire game. And that's not going into like little side quests or whatnot, because it's like if I couldn't get into those. I mean, just the overall game. Like, I actually have beaten one of the games before. So anyway, let's go into Sprigatito, which, like I said, I think that's the one I'm going to go with. Now, the thing is, the theory is that the Water Star is going to be fighting. If it is, I believe it's going to have a water, be able to produce a Water Saber, or its feathers were going to be saber-like. But with everything with Quaxly's feet, I have a feeling that it's going to be a whole other weaponry, because I do believe in the theming with each Pokemon in on a starter type. And then there was another rumor that they're also going to be based off fairy tales. And the thing is, you can't. It's not going to just be Hans Christian Andersen or the Brothers Grimm kind of fairy tales. I feel like it's also going to take in note of the culture. So Fuecoco, there's a dragon story that when we were first introduced to him back in February, that I feel like that's going to be that one's fairy tale. Quaxly, I feel is going to be, it's either going to be Quaxly or Sprigatito is going to be French, and then whatever the other one is going to be from a whole other culture. Because if you remember, Black and White had 3 different countries that were very influential. France for Snivy, China or Japan for Oshawott, and then the other one for Emboar. They were all from different warring countries. So you don't have to just pick one country. And the thing is, that game was based in America. So, okay, let's see. Sprigatito, the grass cat Pokemon with the ability Overgrowth. Capricious and attention seeking. It may sulk if it sees a trainer giving attention to a Pokemon other than itself. Okay, being a cat owner, that is definitely true. They can get, like, I love Litten, but Litten was your emo kid kind of cat in his first stage. Torracat and Incineroar or a whole other ballgame, but when he was Litten, he was a emo kid. He would be an emo kid if he was a human. No offense, but seriously. So I have 2 cats right now, and we got the second one a year and a half after the first one. So, like, and I can't remember how old the first one was when we officially adopted him, and how old she was when we adopted her. Like, she wasn't exactly a kitten, whereas he was a kitten when we first adopted him. But she was a little older. I mean, like, she wasn't a little kitten that you could hold in your hands when we adopted her. She was a little bit more grown. I would let them in, but it's like, I don't want them to go keep opening and closing the door, and the fact that they're not pawing at my door is a good sign. But yeah, anytime the one is by me and the other one wants to come by me, it either won't, or if I'm trying to coax both the other one so I could have both of them by me, it doesn't always work, where the other one will leave and then the one that just came in will come up. Like, I would say I'm their mama, but it's like, no, I'm your sister, not your mama, because mama's my mama. Okay, a kneading move that releases a sweet aroma. Okay, anyone who's a cat owner knows that they love to push knead on stuff, because that's something they did when they were kids to coax more milk out of their mom when they were feeding. So the fact that they're doing that little detail's interesting, and I just love Sprigatito. It's like, you can see it's almost like a moss, like a soft moss that you can see on its ears and its face, whereas its neck fluff is more leaf-like and more silky. So I feel like I'm going to end up with Sprigatito. But the thing is, Quaxly is going to be a water fighting if Ku is correct. But Coco's definitely going to be Fire Ghost. It's going to be Fire Ghost. And I think that Hisuian Typhlosion, which is the one I would have picked if I got Legends Arceus. I'm going to tell you that right now. I want my Cyndaquil again. I want a Cyndaquil. And I think Cyndaquil was the second one I would have picked, if not Totodile. I really don't know. And I never got to play Crystal either, which is a fun nod because of what we saw at the very end with the crystals. I feel like it's going to be a type change, and it's going to be a light-based thing. Like, it's going to be because of light that's going to have these type changes. I feel like it's going to be a type change. Now, as someone who's doing their own region, I'm going to tell you, it is hard to figure out how to do stuff with a gimmick. Like, I literally looked at the last how many gimmicks. Mega Evolution, the Crystals, and Gigantamax. Mega Evolution, from when once you're able to use it, it goes until either your Pokemon faints or the other Pokemon. And I think it's only for the one Pokemon, or the whole game, but it could be the one Pokemon when you battle. Z moves are one turn. You can only use them once, and you have to choose which. You can't use more than one Z move per battle. Gigantamax is so that's one end and that's the other end. So one and infinite. And Gigantamax and Dynamax Pokemon, I believe, only have their ability for 2 to 3 turns. I believe it's 3. So what I did is it's a 1 to 2. It's gonna be a 2 turn, maybe 3 as well. Temporary thing. So it's gonna be closer to Gigantamax, but it's gonna be at size level Mega Evolution looking. There's not gonna be giant Pokemon. And that's all I can say about it because I'm still working at the kinks. Okay, when Sprigatito rubs and kneads and rubs its forepaws, a sweet aroma is released and can mesmerize those around it. See, I have a feeling Sprigatito is going to either be Grass Dark or it's going to be Grass Fairy. So Koo might be wrong on that. The way it looks right here, it just feels like it could turn into a fairy type. This aroma has therapeutic qualities and makes opponents lose their will to battle. Okay, the fur with similar composition to plants. The composition of its fluffy fur is similar to that of plants, letting it create energy by absorbing sunlight. It adds moisture to its fur by grooming itself. Another cat thing, which aids its ability to photosynthesize. I want to see how Ruffled Rowlet's doing.
Hello, Pokemon Bosses! Birdkeeper Toby here, and this is
Okay, now here's a Birdkeeper Toby thing. Yeah, no, I follow a lot of people. I don't know how much who I'm missing with following. And I'm gonna say this. Thank you to Ruffled, Soul Silver, and Camtendo for taking the time to listen to me. Literally. I mean, well, then again, I have been donating to Ruffled off and on throughout streams. Him and Lockstar are the only ones I've actually donated to during a stream. But and yes, you guys are both saying my name correctly. It's Alabania. I decided to put the H in as the A because it's 8 Bay. It kind of sounds similar. Oh, and then I'm a patron to Loxton and Anime Uproar. So if you watch their videos, you'll see my name listed on Loxton's, and you will hear my name listed in Anime Uproar videos at the very end, usually. And yes, it is worth every penny to do. And then I'm also on with Pillywood too. Anyway, let's go down to. I'm gonna skip over the legendaries just yet because it's I still kind of want because it's I kind of want to go back to what I was starting to talk about at the beginning with the legendaries and what my theory was. But I want to thank them because it's they really took the time to listen when I found that little detail. It's I first messaged Ruffled and showing him the screenshot, but then it's I went into my theories later on because it's it was a little later when I finally saw that. Then I went into Camtendo and he listened to me full on, and the guy was doing something else entirely. So the fact that he was willing to listen to my text or read my text was amazing. And then Soul Silver R was interested, but Camtendo had already by chance sent him that. But it's just and then not in that days, but the next videos, Ruffled's had talked about that. So it's I really appreciate that they took the time to listen to me, a person who went down a rabbit hole, because I'm gonna ask this. I want Koo to verify, should we, besides the pictures he's shown us, should we be looking at the old promo update app videos that for the Pokemon Masters, these story arcs they've been doing, and the videos that have been going to it? because I actually am subscribed to the Japanese account as well as the US/UK account for Pokemon on YouTube, and I don't know if the Japanese one was the first one. The Japanese one is always the first one that pops up whenever, that happens. And so when I had seen that, I took a screenshot immediately. I had texted it to, or messaged it to Ruffled on Discord, and then my brain was going into all that, and then I found the previous 2 videos. But we will get into that because I kind of want to explain, because the way he kind of explained it, I'm sorry, but it's like he just looked at my message, and the thing is, I was kind of ranting. I was like getting all the things out, and the thing is, audio does not understand me, so it's not fun. Anyway, this is called Pawmi. Aw, Pawmi. And I think this is our Pika clone, and it's just a pure electric type, so I'm surprised we're getting another electric type, so unless it's going to evolve and have a secondary typing there, I don't know. I've been excited for all the dual type Pika clones lately, so it's like I've been really excited for that. Like I picked a electric grass as mine, and actually I've got 2 of that typing. It's just that one's electric grass, one's grass electric in my region. So Pawmi is one of the Pokemon used by the Mona, your friend. He is so cute. Electricity discharging organs on its forepaws. Well, that's interesting. It kind of looks like, okay, if anyone who watches like hospital shows, it's like those like paddles that you have to rub together before you put them on somebody's chest to restart their heart. It looks like that, or reminds me of that. In addition to the electric sacs in its cheeks, Pawmi's electricity discharging organs in its has electricity discharging organs in its forepaws. It generates electricity by rubbing its cheeks, then shocks its opponents by touching them with the pad. Yes, it is. So, oh my god. So that's what this is. It's pretty much those electric pads for that first responders use. Oh my god, I am so right on this. I'm gonna text Ruffle that's like I'm live streaming right now, if he wants to go back and watch it. Sorry, guys. And then we're going to send that also to Camtendo at the same time. But yeah, so that's what that is. That's totally that. So I don't know if they've officially figured that out yet, but or not. Thick fur that stores electricity. Not only is its fur that covers its body good insulation against the cold, but it also serves the purpose of storing electricity. Okay. So yeah, I totally think that Pawmi's paws are based off of I think they're defibrillators. I'm not sure, but yeah, so totally. You guys I'm wondering if Koo mentioned anything about that, but yeah, I'm gonna go over like my basic points like at the end, like just as a recap for those that aren't showing up right away. And Vendranath is back. Why are you sending me stuff that's getting redacted, dude? Or lady? I don't really care. I've already been on for 34 minutes. Oh my god. So, bear with me. Okay. So, Lechonk. And the thing is, I had just seen a video about what a hint that Koo made with this one. Where so this got to be the Pokemon. It's the hog Pokemon. It's normal type. Its hidden ability is going to be Gluttony. That's probably smart. Lechonk is one of the Pokemon used by Nemona, your friend. A gourmand with an excellent nose. I want to see if anybody's gonna. Lechonk uses its sense of smell to find and eat only the most fragrant wild grasses and richest berries. Which is true because like pigs are one of the few animals that you use for certain types of herbs and vegetables, like truffle hunting. Pigs are very well known for truffle hunting along with dogs. Anyway, as a result of its dining habits, it has come to radiate an aroma resembling herbs that bug Pokemon dislike. That's interesting. That makes sense. Timid and faint-hearted, but also strong. If attacked by an opponent and has been startled, I'm just seeing if anybody shows up. And startled, it will charge forward in a panic. It may appear fat at first glance, but in reality, the Pokemon is mostly muscle built by constantly walking around in search of food. Okay. And then it's Smoliv? I think it's Smoliv. And it's the olive Pokemon, which makes sense. It does make sense. And it's a grass normal type. Ooh. And it has the ability Early Bird. That's interesting. Smoliv is one of the Pokemon used by Nemona, your friend. Oil so bitter and astringent it will make you flinch. The oil that comes out of its head is a very strong bitter taste and not suitable for consumption. When startled or attacked, Smoliv will shoot this oil out, slowing its opponent down. It will then seize that moment to run away. Well, that's smart. I feel like it could turn into a grass electric type because of what that just said. In the fruit on its head, Smoliv stores oil made from refined without eating or drinking. In the fruit on its head, Smoliv stores oil made from nutrients gathered through photosynthesis. As a result, it can go for a week without eating or drinking. It prefers dry sun climates and spends its days sunbathing. Okay. Now, before we go into the legendaries and what I believe is going on, I want to talk about the new characters. So I want Violet because of the legendary really badly. I love the colors, I love the style, but with the professors, like definitely Violet's professor, which is Professor Turo, it definitely is like futuristic. But with Sada, Professor Sada, which is the professor you will have in Scarlet, which is the reason why I kind of want Scarlet too. She's giving me cave woman vibes. So I feel like we're not going into traditional, we're going into prehistoric with this one. And I cannot wait to see what happens with this. And then, I didn't look at the other character. Okay. Its paws are defibrillators that ambulances use and hospitals use to bring someone back to life by charging them and using electricity to restart the heart. Just in case you can't see it. But yeah, I totally think that. But yeah, so let's see, who's this other one? Nemona, you're a powerful Pokemon trainer. So it seems like she's like a mixture. Like she's a nice person, but she's also very strong. So it's like she's not a mean rival, but she's still a very strong rival. Your friend Nimona has a sunny energetic disposition, and the thing is, it's like it shows her in both colors. So it does. You're just gonna be. So she's probably gonna be at the same school you are. It's not gonna be like a rival situation. Thank goodness. I'm just wondering how it's gonna work. Are you still gonna know about the other school, or is it just gonna be the one school, or what? So this should be exciting. Your friend, Pokemon, has an experienced Pokemon. She's an experienced Pokemon trainer and serves as a reliable guide for you on your adventures. Okay, so she might have been in school already, and like she might be older than you. She has undisputed skill in battle, though she seems to have a problem with throwing Pokemon. Oh. So it's like catching Pokemon she has a problem with, but actually battling she's pretty good with. Alright, I'm gonna go back up to the and then I also want to say I love the new Pokemon centers, the fact that they're that open-ish. The thing is, the fact that it doesn't have like some sort of covering around it, like for the winter zones, it kind of sucks. Like you want to be indoors, you don't want to be outdoors in the cold. And you're gonna want to come in and take off those layers. Coriodon and Miriodon, that is interesting. Like I said, I totally love these Pokemon with I want the electric one, but it does look like the same exact Pokemon, just slightly different, obviously. And the thing is, the legendary totally looks like it's prehistoric too. And the thing is, it does not say much about them. Doesn't, I mean, the two Pokemon grace the covers of Scarlet and Violet, respectively. Koraidon you can meet in Pokemon Scarlet and Miraidon in Violet. These two are said to have powers that far surpass those of other Pokemon, but details about them are still shrouded in mystery. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna end it here because it's almost been an hour. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this and didn't mind my ranting. But yeah, so the thing about this is when I saw that thing, it's like Ghosts of the Past versus the cold future. And the thing is now definitely the professor and the legendaries confirm that. Though the thing is, I didn't realize how far in the past. I was thinking more traditional, more like respectable. No, this is going ancient. So yeah, this is the end of the stream.